WWE Backlash 2025 took place on May 10 at the Enterprise Center in St. Louis, Missouri, with a sold-out crowd of more than 17,000 fans. As the 20th edition of Backlash, this event followed WrestleMania 41 and lived up to its tagline, "One last time," featuring intense rivalries, shocking surprises, and high-stake matches, starting with John Cena vs Randy Orton Undisputed WWE Championship. The main event saw John Cena defending his Undisputed WWE Championship against Randy Orton. The match was filled with drama, with both men showcasing their signature moves. Randy Orton had multiple RKOs, and John Cena responded with several other attitude adjustments on the table and everywhere else. As Randy Orton was getting ready to punt-kick John Cena, R Truth interfered and Randy Orton hit him with RKO. Nick Aldis also got hit with RKO, and a bunch of other talents also got hit with Randy Orton's RKO. The match took a controversial turn when John Cena delivered a low blow to Randy Orton behind the referee's back, and followed by another attitude adjustment to retain his title. The controversial finish left the crowd divided, setting the stage for more animosity between those two legends. John Cena's WWE Backlash post-show conference. In a departure from his recent appearance on the post-show press conference, John Cena told the media in attendance that he would be fielding questions with respect for the job that they do. But before he could start, he was interrupted by R Truth looking to congratulate his childhood hero, which seemed to be fine until he said, "Even if people think you suck and can't wrestle," prompting John Cena to stop R Truth in his track and telling him that he just crossed a line, and if he say anything else, he will face the consequences. As R Truth opened his mouth, John Cena hit him with attitude adjustment through the table. In the opening match, H Qoute defended the United States Championship against LA Knight, Damian and Drew McIntyre in a chaotic fatal 4-way. The match was full of high-impact spots, but the focus shifted when Drew McIntyre suffered an injury after a botched move. Damian delivered a South of Heaven chokeslam, but Drew McIntyre's head hit the floor instead of the table, causing a momentary pause in the match for medical evaluation, and Damian Priest's also got injured with bloody mouth. Despite the injury, the match continued and H Qoute retained his title with the interference of H Qoute, who made his WWE debut by aligning himself with H Qoute and Sol Sikoa, the Bloodline. H Qoute interference helped solidify the victory of H Qoute, hinting at an even more dangerous version of the Bloodline. Pat McAfee vs Gunther. Pat McAfee stepped into the ring against Gunther in a highly personal grudge match. The rivalry began when Gunther attacked Michael Cole and Pat McAfee sought revenge. Pat McAfee fought with determination, even landing a suplex on Gunther, but in the end, the dominant former Intercontinental and World Heavyweight Champion Gunther overpowered him. Gunther forced Pat McAfee to submit, but Pat McAfee earned the respect of WWE Universe for his heart and courage, leaving the ring into a standing ovation despite the loss, and there was no any mention of Goldberg. Women's Intercontinental Championship, Layra Valkyria vs Becky Lynch. Layra Valkyria defended her Women's Intercontinental Championship against Becky Lynch in a brutal and physical encounter. Becky Lynch, who had turned heel following WrestleMania 41, came into the match with aggressive intent. Early in the match, Becky Lynch landed a stiff forearm to Valkyria, which resulted in a broken nose for the champion. Despite the injury, Layra Valkyria fought through the pain, retaining her championship with a pin after a series of high-impact moves. However, the victory was short-lived as Becky Lynch attacked Layra Valkyria after the match, further escalating their feud and hinting at more battles to come. Dominic Mysterio vs Penta for Intercontinental Championship. In a heated match, Dominic Mysterio defended his Intercontinental Championship against Penta. The two had been feuding ever since Dominic Mysterio title win at WrestleMania 41, and the match was fast-paced and filled with high-flying action. However, the interference from El Grande Americano distracted Penta, allowing Dominic Mysterio to land a 619 and a frog splash to secure the victory and retain his title. The interference emphasized Dominic Mysterio's reliance on outside help to hold on to his gold, continuing his heel persona without Liv Morgan next to him. Latest updates on recent incidents and injuries from Backlash 2025. Drew McIntyre's injury. During the Fatal 4-Way match, Drew McIntyre suffered a significant injury when a botched chokeslam from Damian Priest caused him to land awkwardly on the floor, with his head heading to the ground very hard instead of the table. Medical personnel immediately checked in on him, and although the match continued, there were concerns regarding the severity of his injury. Reports suggested Drew McIntyre have suffered a concussion or cervical strain, but no fractures were confirmed at that time. His future in the company remains uncertain, and fans were left hoping for a speedy recovery. Speaking at the post-show press conference, Triple H noted that both Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest are okay. He said, "Luckily everybody's healthy. I think Damian Priest has a tooth he is hoping will stay put for a few more days and sit in. Other than that, Drew McIntyre is a little banged up, but totally fine." Let's update on Layra Valkyria injury. Layra Valkyria might have suffered a broken nose during the match, as informed to us by the commentator Michael Cole. She was holding her nose. During the closing moment of the match, she pinned Becky Lynch with one hand, while her other hand was covering her nose. Her nose might not be the only thing that is hurting, as Becky Lynch made sure the IC champion goes through hell while defending her title, and even at the end. WWE has yet to give an official update on the extent of the injury. They might give an official word after they perform the scan. She might be out of WWE for a few weeks or 2 or more, depending on the severity of the injury. We will give you official update once we receive confirmation from WWE. Surprise debut JF Cobb. One of the night's biggest surprises came when JF Cobb, a former NJPW and Ring of Honor star, made his WWE debut during the United States Championship Fatal 4-Way match. JF Cobb aligned himself with Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa, helping Jacob Fatu retain his title. JF Cobb's debut added a new layer of danger to the bloodline, and his presence suggested that he would be a force to be considered with in the future. WWE Backlash 2025 was a thrilling night of action that continued the momentum of WrestleMania 41, and even more than that, offering a mix of shocking surprises, brutal rivalries, and intense championship matches. From John Cena's controversial victory of JF Cobb's debut and Drew McIntyre's scary injury, they even provided multiple storylines that will likely unfold in the upcoming months. Whether it was intense matches or dramatic twists, Backlash 2025 set the stage for the future of WWE with unforgettable moments and expected turns. And next on the lineup is John Cena vs CM Punk. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more wrestling news and wrestling content.